Hi everyone, I'm Mark Vasily, and today we are going to talk about how to select the best property for your Airbnb, how to start the business, how to get maximum return on your investments. So, really, we are going to focus on those questions and we'll make sure that you buy the right property. If you bought already the property, we will make sure that you select the best company to manage your Airbnb. Okay, let's imagine worst nightmare, worst case scenario. You have your property, you started your Airbnb profile, or like somebody else is managing your Airbnb profile, and this is what is going on. Let's say the guests they are doing something that is not acceptable. I don't know, like smoking Cuban cigars, smoking marijuana, something like this. So what is going to happen? Well, you know this better than me, that somebody needs to manage those kind of issues, those kind of situation. Otherwise, well, we had this experience. We had a fire in one of our top apartments, and we know how to manage those kind of situations. We had this experience. So another case, something happened. You know, like some disaster or catastrophe. Somebody like broke the window with their head, or something happened. The guest cut their skin, arm or leg very badly, and it's a total disaster. So what are you going to do? Well, you're gonna be surprised that I'm like talking about these dramatic events, but this is exactly you need the situation. I'm describing the situation. You need to be ready for those kind of situation, because you have different guests and you have different people from different countries that are going to visit your property and that are going to have different behaviors. So make sure you understand this right from the start. So my first recommendation, just decide for yourself, are you ready for those kind of situations? Of course, if you find the right company that are going to manage your property, your business, so it's not gonna be that extreme, but you need to make sure you have absolute trust, you have absolute control over the situation, so you can have peace of mind and you can live your life instead of like being in constant stress. So this is why this is super important to select the right company for this type of job. All right, so how to select the right company for this type of job, or the right person to co-host your Airbnb, to make sure that everything in a proper order. What kind of points, where exactly you need to focus? First of all, that's experience. This is super important, because if the company has a previous experience, you can track it, you can check it. You need to make sure that you understand that how they work, how they react on certain events. Let's say if something negative happened, what is their reaction? And don't be afraid. If they have some negative experience before, it's not that important. What is really important, what is really crucial, how they react on this negative experience, how they improve, how to they better off every single day. That's really, really important. That's what you're looking for, because there are no perfect company, no perfect hosts. They never exist in the so you need to focus on the progression. So let's say if they had any kind of mistake, check their response on the review. You can check their reaction. You can track if they had those kind of events in the future, repetitive, how they improve maybe. So this is really important to focus on improvement, like step by step, where all this is like that going in terms of like progression and improvements. The second thing, it's like problems exactly what kind of problems. You can talk about problems with the company, what kind of problems they have, and how they are fixing those kind of problems and issues. So marketing, that's crucial part, how they are going to market your property, because it's not only just like to make good photos and post it on Airbnb profile. In terms of descriptions, keywords, headlines, everything else. Let's say I can spend 2-3 hours just to find a proper headline, and this is very important, to find proper headline for your Airbnb property. So marketing is crucial. You can communicate with the company that you want to hire and ask how they are going to market your property. So like be careful with some details about like their experience, like previous experience. Ask like their opinion. If you have like certain type of property, how they are going to market specifically your property in this specific area. Maintenance, if you hiring the company who are which going to manage your property, what kind of maintenance they are going to provide, how they are going to check the property, the conditions of the property. Do they have like handyman who is going to fix everything? That's really important. And of course, reports, financial reports. You need to make sure if you like, this is like earnings, this is deductions, this is expenses, this is like taxes. So like that's your payout. So you need to make sure that everything is transparent and everything like to the like single dollar is there. So the best companies, they can provide like answer for any single question. Let's say they need to buy some tool or something for your property, so they have a receipt, they have a proper report, so you can have a peace of mind, and you can, if necessary, you can control every single part in this equation. By the way, we are managing property for more than 7 years. We spent already our 10,000 hours in managing properties, and we're managing properties in Punta Cana, Cana, and Bávaro area in the Dominican Republic. But of course, I have my colleagues that are managing properties in the United States, Canada, Europe. So we have a lot of experience, and we really focus on those kind of things. So you're checking like the property, what kind of property is going to bring the maximum return on investment. Well, you know, some touristic areas are currently booming, especially if they don't have like any kind of restrictions. So that's really important. And when you're selecting the property, my first recommendation, talk to the company who are going to manage your property. Second recommendation, like check the location. If it's like really popular, what kind of things really important. Let's say some people want to buy the cheapest property and expect like good return on investment in touristic area. Guess what? It's never gonna work properly. So let's say some certain properties you'd better just like rent in a long term and forget it. Just it's never gonna work on Airbnb or any other platforms. It's never gonna be a good STR, like short-term rentals. So you'd better like know what you're really doing. And this is what you can ask specifically your management company, property management company. They can advise. Let's say if you're talking to us, we will tell you right from the bat, look, this or this property is not going to be great on the market in the short term. You'd better like, if you decide to buy it, okay, we will help you to prepare it, but you'd better rent it in long term. Like for short term, you need to have like specific details. Let's say ocean view, you need to have some certain conditions, or it should be something like above average like class. So you need to invest certain money to make sure you have a good return on your investment. Another type of properties, let's say maybe you buying multi-units, so that's different story, that's different approach. So make sure you understand what are you going to do with your property, and make sure you have a right company, right people who are going to manage your property. So location, and type of the property. You need to understand which kind of property is really popular in this specific location. Maybe let's say it's like single unit property. Maybe it's a private villa. Right now we have a lot of inquiries for luxury villas in the Dominican Republic, in Punta Cana specifically. People want to have like privacy, so that's why we're renting more and more villas. But at the same time, like we have like 2 or 3 bedroom units that are renting pretty well, or we have some specific issues, some specific inquiries, and some specific demand for different type of properties. Let's say we know the some specific customers who are looking for golf properties. So their aim is to go to the Dominican Republic and play golf. That's why we are really successful with some 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom units in golf area. So it depends. And we have like super popular units in the Dominican Republic, which are like beachfront properties. So you need to know like which property is going to be more popular, which property is easier to market. All right, let's wrap this up. So you need to make sure that if you're looking for the right property for this type of business, make sure first of all you find the right company, you find the right people who are going to manage your property. Ask them about their experience, problems, marketing, maintenance, maybe check-in, check-out process, because it's very important how they are going to greet your guests and how they are going to pay attention to your guests. So it will result in great reviews and great income. Location. In type of properties, make sure that you talk to your real estate agent or like property management company about the specific location that brings more results for this or that specific area. Let's say you in some certain areas you'd better buy a luxury villa because it's high demand for luxury villas. In some specific areas, let's say you can buy great property with ocean view, and that's gonna be a great investment. Or you can, I don't know, like maybe in some areas it's really good to buy a multi-unit with single condos. So make sure you talk with the property management companies about their experience and about the best return on investment. I'm Mark. Please subscribe to our channel, thumbs up, and you can always contact us. You can find contacts below at our website. It's gonna be in description. So check our website, and I hope to meet you guys in person, and I hope you are going to have a great success with your Airbnb property.